In this tutorial, I will show how to recreate this cool email about Figma config, how to redesign it in Figma, and how to export it as HTML email template from Figma using Marka email generated Figma plugin. So let's get started. It's a simple email. It has some layout. It has simple layout. So let's get started. As you can see, here is a white background and gray stroke. So let's create a container, a section with white background. It's going to be our background color. Then create a new empty frame, add stroke, add some corner radius, add auto layout, set a width. Let's check the width of the original email. Let's set the same width and set it's going to be email hack content, and let's set all spacing to 0. So let's run the plugin, put some content inside, and try to preview this empty frame. To do so, you can go to the Figma community or find the Marka email generated Figma plugin, add a rectangle inside, then create a new, select an email, and click on preview. So as you can see, the original email has some padding on top. So let's wrap it to another frame with padding to recreate the same padding. So let's go to back to Figma, create a new frame. It's also going to be our wrapper to whole email body to keep the padding as original email. Go to wrapper and then add auto layout, add some spacing, and put our email inside. And now let's select our wrapper and run the plugin and try to preview the wrapper. As you can see, now we have our body and ready to put content inside. I copy-pasted images from original email to the Figma file. So let's put content inside. So let's start with first block. It's a header with image on top and some text block. As you can see, the image has one padding and the image has one padding and the text has bigger padding. So let's first put an image in our email. Then set fill container. And let's add some inner padding to our email body. And let's try to preview one more time and see how it works. So now we have an image and email. So next, let's put a text inside. Let's select an email, then pass text, and email layout is broken. To fix it, let's switch to vertical alignment for the email and set fill container for text. And let's update text as it is used on email. So let's try to preview one more time. Now, as you can see, our text works perfectly well. But if we want to keep the same horizontal padding for the text as in original email, we have to wrap it into a container with some additional padding. To do so, select the text on layers panel, then click Shift A. When you click Shift A, the Figma wraps the content into a new auto layout frame, and now you can add separate padding for the text. To do so, you can select this frame, switch to the right Properties tab, and set any padding as you want. So let's try to preview one more time. And do not forget to set fill container for this frame and for the text too. It seems like we should set custom horizontal padding for the mobile version. To do so, select our original frame, then go to the plugin, switch to Properties tab, and here on mobile setting you can set up your own padding on mobile. Let's try to preview one more time and see how it works. Now, as you can see, the text on mobile version has their own horizontal padding to work better on mobile devices. So let's get back to our original email. Here, it was a header of the email, and next let's create two different cards. It's image plus text button. So let's create a component for this and reuse it in two places. So the width. So let's first create a separate card. To do so, create a new frame, then add auto layout by clicking on this button on the right sidebar, then set fixed width. We only need this for the component, it's called card. Then remove all the spacing. We will add it later. Then let's put a card inside, an image inside, set fill container, and next let's add two text, body text and button. Let's just put content inside card, then add some layout later. Do not forget to set vertical alignment. Okay, now we have all the text content. Let's set up a proper layout. To do so, select all the text objects, set fill container, and add some text styles. I will mirror the text styles from original email. And now let's add some space between the text items. Let's wrap it into a separate frame to set up their own space between. Select all the text objects, click Shift A. Now we have a frame. Let's add some padding. Then add mobile override. And the space between it. And space between text block and an image. Select. As you can see, the content of the card is image on top and text content on the bottom. And to set up a proper space between two objects, select a pattern frame called card, then add some space. And let's add some space to the bottom. So let's try to preview the card and see how it works. So all links work perfectly well. And the next step is to create a component to reuse it in a couple of places in our email. To do so, click on this icon, create component. Now we have a component. And the next step is to create text properties for the component. To do so, select the text, click plus, create property text. Let's call it title. And do the same for a body text. And for the button label. So now if we create an instance from this, we can simply fill the information here and it will work well. So let's get back to our original email and see how it works. So let's select our content, then and let's use original image. To use your own image into an instance, you can select an image, and then on the right sidebar, click here, Fill, copy, Command C, then select an image on the instance, Command V, and now we have two instances of our original component. And for example, if we want to change the spacing, we can do it in one place, and all the changes will be available in your Figma component. So let's get back to our email design and let's copy paste our brand new components into email. Set fill container for both of them. So let's preview our email and see how components works. So all the content will be the same. So let's create these two blocks with the image on the left and text on the right, and let's also create a component for this. So let's use image and let's check an original image size. And reuse the same text items. If we want to create this horizontal layout, this image on the left and text on the right, first we have to create a text wrapper, text container. To do so, select all the text content, Shift A. We have a new frame. For all the content, we have to set fill container. Then once we have text, container, and image, we can select both of them and click Shift A. Figma wraps it, and now it wraps it into a horizontal container. All we have to do next is to set a fill container for the text object and fixed width and height for the image. We did it to achieve this behavior when text takes all available space. We need it for mobile version. So let's create a also component for it. So now we have a component. Let's check spacing and add a title. So let's put our brand new instances into email body. Let's select both of them, then set fill container, and let's create a wrapper for all these things with the custom padding. Fill container, and the next step is to copy paste this. And for this third block, we also can use our component. For the footer, let's create. Next, we have a divider. We can use component from Marka plugin template library. In builder, we can use divider block like so. And let's create a footer. Center alignment, and then use the social icons. Let's check the original social icons size. To put social icons, we have to create a horizontal align container. Select all of them, Shift A. And now we have a footer. Fill container. We can set some gray color for this. We can set fixed width. Update space between, and update spacing. So now we have our email with the reusable components, and let's see how it works. Don't forget to add the pre-header text. So let's try to send test email and see how it works on the real inbox in a real email. So this is how it looks on original in the Gmail. As you can see, all things works fine. Mobile version works well, and all links works too. So thank you for watching. All links will be in the description.